Hi guys, this is Tracy. Today I'm going to show you how we can arrange and group this week's free Proud to Be Me SVG. There's a couple different ways that you can lay this project down if you are doing heat transfer vinyl. The first thing I want to do is I want to show you, let's go ahead and ungroup this. If you notice right here on the screen, I have a little bit of an offset here. It's just the way I have it lined up. If you don't like it that way, you can move the hands, the fingers. Let me ungroup this here. Maybe it is ungrouped. Okay, you can move the fingers here so that it lines up directly on top of the colors. Okay, that's just personal preference. I just think it looks neat when it's offset like that just a little bit, but it's totally up to you. Okay, so what I want to show you first, let's bring this back over here. Now, normally when I'm telling you about an SVG that has colors underneath a top layer of black, I tell you to not attach the words and then like the outline. But with this design, you can go through if you want to. If you want to grab the words and then the finger right here. Let's make sure this is ungrouped again. I moved it around. Okay. You could grab the words and the outline of the finger. If you wanted to move that over, you could. I'm just going to arrow it over a little bit here. You can grab both of these and then come down here and hit attach so that now when you cut this, this will all cut together. And the reason that I'm saying that you can do it this way is because there are so many layers on here. If you wanted to press this first, you pretty much know where it's going to go. So if you get your design, like let's say you're using HTV, you have all this cut out on one page, on one piece of vinyl, and then you have the fingers underneath it. So if you line this up on your shirt and kind of get an estimate as to where it's going to be, you could go ahead and set this aside and then press this because you know these are all going to line up together. And then after you press this, then come back and press this back on top. If you don't want to do it that way, you can leave the fingers unattached. That's why I didn't combine it all when I did the design. But that's just a couple different options, just depending on your skill level, I think, whichever you're more comfortable with. But I did want to show you, we can ungroup this here. These are all individual, obviously, and if you wanted to change the colors, and then you could make it completely solid and cut it out of, if you had like a patterned vinyl, if you wanted to do it that way, like a tie-dye effect or something, you could do that, like a tie-dye vinyl, you could do it that way. But I just wanted to go ahead and show you that option right there, and also keep in mind if you are using HTV and you are going to do the layers, when you press HTV, you want to do, especially if you have multiple layers, like you would put like, say, the red one down. And instead of doing the full press time that the HTV recommends, I would do it for just like a quick 5 or 10 second press, just enough to get it to release from the carrier sheet. And then go down to your next color and do the same thing, the next color and do the same thing. I wouldn't do a full press until you have all your colors down. And then you may want to try and do, I still wouldn't do maybe the complete full press, because if you press it too much, it's going to get hot and it's going to shrink. That's what vinyl does. So you would do like, you know, a press to get it to stick to the shirt. And then you would put this on top of it. And then go ahead and do a full press. Line it all up and do your full press for whatever your manufacturer recommends for your heat time. But I just wanted to explain that to you. If you're not familiar with using HTV or iron-on vinyl, whatever you choose, that's a good option to do it that way. And then I'll show you when you go to make this, that's all going to cut together, and then these are all individual. If you're going to use HTV, remember that you need to mirror this. You need to mirror every mat that you have all the way through. And if you are someone who forgets to mirror their design, you actually can do it right here on your screen. You can grab all of this and then come up to here where it says flip, and you can flip it. Now it's already mirrored. You don't have to do anything else. That's just, if you're somebody who forgets to do that, that's a good little tip that you can try. But that's it for this week's free SVG, guys. I hope you like it. If you decide to make it, I would love to see it in the Facebook group. Please come over and show it off. You can find this in the freebie library. It is design number 156, along with the fonts that I used. I always list the name of the fonts and the links to where you can find them. Hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you.